You can't steal and take great moments in life. They come because you're vulnerable, because you've connected with people.
G'day everyone, I'm Salome Barker.
And I'm Morgan Toney. And we're talking with Indigenous musicians from the East Coast.
We're getting to know the story behind the line.
And doing a deep dive into the meaning of their lyrics.
Shall we get into some tunes?
Give me 1, 2 steps, find me sway to the left. I'm a wolf, no stretch when you see me in the flesh.
What's going on?
Hey man,
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you too. Like, finally, we're sitting down and chatting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we've gigged, we've done
gigged.
things.
Yep.
But we actually have a chance to sit down and have a natural conversation
With some coffee.
in front of cameras.
Yeah. Amazing. So I want to start this interview off with a little scenario. Okay. I want us to imagine that you are in an elevator and somebody comes in the elevator with you. Okay. Yeah. Close your eyes. Focus. And she looks at you and says, "What do you do?"
I'd say, my name is Tristan Grant. I am a rapper, a producer, a broadcaster, and sometimes I go by Tristan, but most of the time I go by Wolf Castle, and that is my hip hop moniker. So I make music all about my upbringing. I'm Mi'kmaw from Pabineau First Nation, which is a reserve in so-called New Brunswick, traditionally known as Winpegajuik. And I'm always talking about where I grew up on the reserve. I make rap music all about that. I produce a lot of my own stuff, recorded from home. And really, I just try to champion my community and just tell my story the best that I can.
Sluggish had some lead in my step. Raise myself up because I'm trying to forget. Knew all my buttons you push and I press.
We're going to talk about your song, I Won't Stop.
I Won't Stop is my mix of sort of a rap song that's also a pop song, because I like to combine the two. You know, I like writing songs that have a lot of emotional depth and do mean something. In my life, at that point, I was actually going to therapy for the first time, and I was really analyzing where I was in life and trying to kind of like become comfortable with not being a kid anymore, you know, and being kind of like an adult. One big thing was I lost my grandfather, and he was a really special person in my life that I really, really looked up to. And when he passed, I was just thinking about a lot of stuff in my life. I Won't Stop was kind of my way of expressing this kind of evolution I was going through by going to therapy and thinking about my life up until that point and exploring kind of where is my head at. And something that I deal with a lot, or had dealt with most of my life, was a lot of anxiety and, you know, bouts of depression where I would get stuck in my own head. So I Won't Stop is a song about trying to get out of your own head.
I just want to mention a couple of lines to you and see what comes to your mind. You may have already touched up on it, but want to break out of my code, pull him closer. And in the next line, you say, "'Cause I need to feel real, the best you can't steal."
Wanna break it on my code, pull them closer. Cause I need to feel real, the best you can't steal.
So what was going through your mind when you came up with those lines?
Yeah, a lot of that section came out of, I did touch on it earlier, was this process of trying to recalibrate my brain. Because, you know, I'd lost my grandfather, and then I had gone through some family troubles also, you know, in my early adulthood, and had a lot of stress and anxiety. And I think the result of that caused me to kind of pull back a little bit and be a little robotic and cold. Like I would not share my emotions with people, and people that should be people that I'm connecting with and doing that with, like family members and friends and things like that. You know, I retreated a lot and kept my emotions like locked up inside. And when I say I want to break out of my code, that's just me saying, you know, if I'm a computer and writing code and programming my brain, it's like the code currently is building a huge wall where no one can get through, and I'm not giving anything emotionally, you know, and I realize that isn't serving me, you know, that's not helping me at all. Like, I want to be able to be close and be vulnerable with people. And writing music was the only way I could actually do it and feel okay doing it. But I realized I should go beyond that. And as a person separated from the music, I want to be able to connect with people again and just be vulnerable and honest. So, you know, break out of my code and pull them closer. That's, you know, bringing them closer, because like the best you can't steal. Like you can't steal and take great moments in life. They come because you're vulnerable, because you've connected with people. You can't like take it for your own. Like you have to be part of a community and part of something. So that's what was in my brain.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing songwriting, man. I just listened to the song this morning. First thing I did when I woke up this morning, I had my cup of coffee and I turned the song on, and I really connected with that song. And especially what you said about you losing your grandfather. I lost my mother a couple of years ago. And so I kind of went through the same thing. I felt like I have to keep going.
I'm so happy to hear that, because that's kind of a really big part of why I make music. Is there's songs out there for me that I really connect with and help me through hard times.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when you make music, it's kind of a way of giving back or trying to replicate that, like having these songs that you hold dear to your heart that have helped you through hard times, you know? So it's really great to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the chorus is basically that. It's I won't stop.
Really?
No way. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
lyrically, it's very simple. I said, here's the chorus. I won't stop. No way. I won't stop. No way. You know? And then I'm a hold on hope because it's all I know. And it's similar to what you're saying. Like I'm here. Every time something bad has happened, I've learned from it. So I think that if we push that positivity into the community, it doesn't just stay there. It goes outwards.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love to keep talking. I know we can talk for hours, me and you. I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming. And, well, Alan, thank you.
Well, Alan, man, it's a pleasure to talk to you as well. Like,
always with you too, man.
Yeah. Thanks.
You try this on here.
Yeah.
I want to see what this feels like.
Yeah.
A little towel.
I said it feels like a towel because it does. Yeah. Wait, where's the design? Right here, eh?
Yeah, there's an eagle on this side. Oh, there's even an eye there. I didn't see that.
I'm the model for this.